Okay, so now I want to talk about the bracket system for dimensional analysis. At any rate, dimensional analysis is a fancy way of saying unit conversions, and of course, you know, that's all that is. At any rate, we're going to learn how to convert one unit into another one. So I'm going to talk about how to convert 35 miles per hour into meters per second. Okay, and so if you'll come down here and look at what we have. Okay, the first thing I want to introduce you to, the notion to, is what's known as the bracket system. This was miles. Sorry, I should have wrote that out better. And this was hours. All right, and that's what we're given. We're given 35 miles per hour. Now with these brackets, this means multiply by. And this, of course, the long divide by sign means divide by. And that's important. That's all we're going to do with this, okay? But now, let's take a look and see what happens when we try to convert this. All right, and so when we do that, the first thing you know is that 1 mile is equivalent to 1,609 meters. Now, if you didn't know that, what's wrong with you? Anyway, I'm just messing with you. If you didn't know that, then of course look that up. Or use your front cover. I believe it's on your textbook somewhere plain. At any rate, the second part here is to convert the hours, and so 1 hour is equal to 3,600 seconds. Now, you don't want, you can see that your hours would cancel here, and your miles would cancel here, leaving me with units of meters per second. Now, you just do this on the calculator, and I'm embarrassed to say I did not have my calculator with me, but this is going to be around 17 meters per second, isn't it? Anyway, you see what you get for the answer. Now, when you do that, it's important that you just go 35 times 1609. And since the 3,600 is on bottom, you just go divided by 3,600, right? At any rate, what does that equal? There's your conversion problem. Okay, so let's try that again. We're going to talk about unit conversions, and the answer to the last problem was, of course, 15.6. So here we're going to talk about how to convert, area units or volume units. How many cubic feet, if you have 3 cubic feet of concrete, how many cubic meters do you have? Okay, how many cubic meters would you have? Okay, so let's talk about how you're going to affect that conversion. Whoa, been out too long last night, weren't you? And you fell over. Okay. All right, but let's talk about how to affect that conversion. And we'll start with the bracket system. Okay. And here is, of course, our equation, 3 feet cubed. How many cubic meters does that make? Now, do you know how many cubic feet or a foot or a cubic foot makes a meter? Do you know that off the top of your head? Well, guess what? I do not. Okay, I think that there are 3.29 feet in 1 meter. Okay, oh yeah, I think that's right. Oh, but look, oh no, what did I do? This foot and that foot over there, they don't cancel out. So I'm upside down, aren't I? All right, let's try that again. 3 feet. Okay, and give yourself a good bracket. Sorry, I need to tape it down better so it doesn't move. I'm getting use this idea, and I need let's see. Oh, there we go. We got 3 feet, and it's cubed, and we're going to do our bracket. This time, don't do your conversion upside down. We know that 1 meter is equivalent to 3.29 feet. Okay, and now this one would cancel out one of these feet, leaving 2 of them left over. All right, that means I need to do this again. That one cancels out another one, but I still have 1 foot left over. And oh my goodness, I ran out of room. What am I gonna do? Oh, I'm just gonna go to the next line. Oh, and I'm gonna write over there 1 meter, and then I'm gonna go 3.29 feet, like that. Okay, and now finally I will have canceled out my last unit. Okay, and then I'll have meters times meters times meters, which is equal to units of cubic meters. Okay, and that's good. And now, this is an interesting point, but this is the easiest way to do this. You go 3.29 because look, T29 is on bottom. Well, okay. That's how you're going to do it. Okay? You just divide by. That's good. Okay? You can't go divide by times by. That's no good. You could have gone divide by and open parentheses and said times by. But that's not any better. That's actually worse because I've got parentheses now. Okay? So we'll go back. And we'll say one more time, you just divide by 3.29, 3.29. All right. Okay, hey, how you doing? So now I wanted to talk about that last problem over again, converting cubic feet to cubic meters, and of course the answer is 0.084 cubic meters. At any rate, we talked about how to make sure to set up your equivalencies. Okay, and the bottom line is I wanted to talk about how to calculate it. Should I do it this way, 3 divided by 3.29 caret 3? That works. This way, 3 divided by 3.29, that 3 times, that works. And this, 3 divided by parentheses, 3.29, and then times by, and then close parentheses, that works. Those all will give you the correct answer. Which one do you want to use? And actually, I want to recommend this one in the middle. I recommend writing out this step 3 times. Yeah, write it out 3 times. Instead of doing this, which is you could have went for that parenthesis 1 meter is 3.29 feet, and then cubed. Now you cube the whole bottom and you cube the whole top. Cubing the top is not that big a deal. It just ends up being 1 meter cubed. But when you cube the bottom, it's important to remember that you have to cube the 3.29 as well. Get the whole, that number got cubed as along with its units. All right, and so students forget to cube the numbers. That's why I suggest write it out 3 times. Notice I said that twice, and I took the time to write it down twice, but I do recommend writing it out the way it's written right here. Okay? Okay, hey. We're almost done with this, I believe. I wanted to give the answer for the last one, which is, of course, 3 gallons per minute is equal to 189 milliliters per second. Okay. And so we know that's the answer to our last problem. I wanted to go ahead and talk about how to convert 3 gallons per minute into cubic feet per hour. It looks a lot the same. Okay, we'll start off. 1 minute is equivalent, nope, sorry, 60 minutes is equivalent to 1 hour, isn't it? Oops. Okay. And then the next thing we want to do is convert gallons to cubic feet. Okay, well, everybody knows that 1 gallon is equal to 231 cubic inches. Well, that might have canceled out the gallons, but it didn't do nothing about the to get me to feet. Well, the last thing is, of course, we know that 12 inches is equivalent to 1 foot. Now, here's a dangerous thing to do, but I'm out of room, so I'm going to do it. I can cube this, and I can cube this, all right? And I can get the answer that way. All right, at any rate, and here come your instructions. All you have to do is go 3 times 60 times 231. Now, the cube goes with the inches. It does not go with the 231. And then you'll go divided by, and then you'll go 12, and you can go divide by 12, divide by 12, or you could have went divided by 12 and then cubed and get rid of all that. And that's what you would do there. All right. Okay, so I guess you could tell I'm a bit new at this. At least this way of delivering this method, because I keep forgetting to come up with the answer before. But the answer to the problem last time was 24 milliliters per second. All right, well, I hope this helps straighten out your dimensional analysis and your scientific notation. All right, anyway, good luck to you. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye. Okay, and so here's the last segment for this video. This one I want to just kind of throw in the other shoe and talk for the last time, or give a really hard example of this dimensional analysis, one that most people find quite tricky to do, and that would be a volumetric rate conversion. Okay, and now what I'm talking about here is you can have 3 gallons per minute. You can convert that into milliliters per second. We could also even convert it into, if we wanted to, cubic feet per hour. We'll show both of these conversions right now. Okay, and so how do you affect this conversion? The first thing this always starts off with is you write down what you're given in the top left bracket. Okay, once you have that, you're going to affect conversions, whatever conversions you need. Okay, over in the next one over, I'm going to convert minutes. 1 minute is equivalent to 60 seconds. Okay, the minutes had to go on top in order to cancel out. Okay, the next thing we can do is convert gallons. Does gallons go on top or the bottom? Well, of course the gals go on the bottom, and that 1 gallon is equal to 3.785 liters. I believe that's by definition. Okay, and then of course we have to convert liters, don't we? We know 1 liter is equal to 1,000 milliliters. Oh boy, ran out of room again. All right, that's okay. All right, so that's what we need to do. All right, and So on the calculator, I'll go 3 divided by 60, because it's on the bottom, times by 3.785, because it's on top, and then times by 1,000, because it's on top as well, and that will give you your answer.